Good morning. Class, today we are going to start chapter number 3. And today's topic is modern periodic table. You must have been looking this chart for so many times, but today we will study about the real features which are discussed and explored and used in making this table. And periodic table is defined as the tabular arrangement of elements. 118 elements are listed in it. And there is an order of elements, why they are placed and where they are placed. Every setting and plotting is decided. So today we will study about modern periodic table, which was put forward by Henry Moseley in 1913. Modern periodic tables, elements are arranged in a table by increasing atomic number. So very new fact about this classification of elements, as these elements are arranged by increasing atomic number. Let me remind you, atomic number is the number of protons present in the nucleus of every element. So this is the characteristic property, atomic property of all the atoms. And in modern periodic table, each element is represented by its chemical symbol. Chemical symbol is a shorthand abbreviation decided for each element, and each element has its own chemical symbol, and the number above each element or symbol is its atomic number. So these are the things which will be observed when we will study periodic table. Now today there is another very interesting topic which is applied in the rest of the chapter, that periodic law. What is periodic? Periodic means something which repeats itself after a certain time or certain gap or interval. So we see that in a periodic table, elements are classified periodically. So in such a way that properties will be repeated. And the reason is atomic number. We will be seeing that properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic numbers. It was discovered by Moseley in 1913, and he also discovered that atomic number, not the atomic mass. He explored and discovered that atomic number is that atomic property which is the reason or answer for every chemical behavior. So we see what now we understand this periodic table, that there is number 1. 1 means with the symbol of every element some number is written, that will be its atomic number. So hydrogen is the first element that is arranged. The next number is placed very far from hydrogen, that is helium. Yes, helium is a noble gas which is having atomic number 2. Now we see the number is gradually increasing. 5, 6, and this number is increasing as we are moving in lines, in rows. So atomic number is that atomic property or the unique property on which the periodic table is made and classified. Now we see periods. Period in a periodic table is a term which defines the row of chemical elements, and all elements in the row have the same number of electron shells, and each next element in the period has one more proton in its nucleus. So when I see where are the periods, so when I move in the first line, first row, it is first period. The second line is the second period. The third line is the third period. Similarly, fourth row, fifth row, sixth and seventh. So how many lines, how many rows are there? There are 7 rows, means there are 7 periods in the periodic table. And one more thing which we have to learn, that a period, all the elements belonging to the same row, same period, have the same number of electron shells. Now I will discuss this after few slides. Now next is groups. Groups are the vertical columns in the periodic table. Now we see one column, second column, third column, fourth column, and doing the same counting, I will be able to count 18 columns in it. So there are 18 vertical columns or groups in the periodic table. Now the important thing about groups and elements belonging to the same group, that they all have same chemical properties, because they have same valency or the number of electrons in the outermost shell. So two things are clear now, that a period number shows us the number of shells and the group number tells us the number of electrons in the outermost shell. And 7 periods in the periodic table and 18 groups. Now we see there's one more way we can study about them. If we divide and classify the elements in the whole periodic table on the basis of subshell configuration. The subshells were explained in chapter number 2, where we studied about electronic configuration. You know, each shell or the energy state of electrons is further classified into subshells, which are S, P, D and F. The elements in which the outermost electrons are residing and are revolving in S subshell, they are made into another chamber which is called as S block. The next is the group or block of elements in which the elements are having their subshell P, means the outermost electrons are revolving in the P subshell. Similarly, the middle ones in the D block, which are also called as transition elements. And in the lower 2 rows, the elements having F block classification, because they are having their outermost valence electrons in F orbitals. So this is enough for today, and in today's class we have learned that what is a periodic table, what is the periodic law, and what are the important features which are used in or which are explained in periodic table. They are groups and they are periods and the blocks of the periodic table. Now to do today's activity, that enlist the salient features of periodic table I explained you in this video. Thank you class.